World Athletics has made many changes to its flagship Diamond League program since it began in 2010, but one thing has remained the same, which is the absence of the hammer throw. And before we go any further, while the shot put, discus and javelin are all contested as part of the flagship series of Grand Prix events, hammer throwers have had to give it a go on the Continental Tour. For 10 years they had the equivalent hammer challenge as part of this, but since 2020 they have not even had that. It seems to have been dropped by World Athletics without announcement, much like the placings competition. There are no plans to reintroduce the hammer for 2024 from what I've seen, and it's an issue that has got many fans talking. In the past, World Athletics has said that infrastructure reasons prevent the hammer from being included. But does it? If they can do the discus in the cage, then maybe I'm missing something here? Diamond League Vice Chairman Patrick K. Magar has said, "The big issue we have on including the hammer throw is simply the lawn heating that we have in most of the stadiums. Whether we like it or not, most of the stadiums we share with football clubs, and they're not very keen on having their half-destroyed lawn heating. London, Rome, Lausanne, Monaco, Rabat, Zurich, Brussels and the Paris Diamond League meetings all take place in stadiums that are used for football. But most of these stadiums have also been used for championships where the hammer has been thrown, and that was not said to be an issue. It might also be a question of scheduling, that they may not be timed to have 4 throwing events at every Diamond League meeting. But they are not now doing every throwing event at every Grand Prix. It is being alternated, and for a fan that is a shame, but it has created room on the schedule that could surely be potentially filled with the hammer. It is possible. In Diamond League meetings there have been instances where the hammer has been contested, just not on the main programme of events. It has never been one that has counted towards the end of season point scoring and traditional payday, but it has been as part of the Diamond League calendar. For athletes, the continued omission has greater implications that affect incomes, sponsorships, well-beings, livelihoods, careers, and other, important things. How truly aspirational for young hammer throwers around the world, British hammer thrower Mark Dry once commented. There's just so much bias against the sport. I don't understand what people are trying to achieve, Dry said in 2017. If they want rid of it, get rid of it. It needs to be removed from the Olympics or removed as a sport because they are killing it. They are not encouraging anyone to do it. Another British hammer thrower, Sophie Hitchin, said in 2014, "The Diamond League has reasons for not including hammer in its schedule, but a lot of the people who compete don't really understand the reasons why. They say it's not safe for spectators, which is completely ridiculous. If the cage is set up correctly, there's no problem, and there's never been a problem in a major championship. They say that the cage obstructs people's views. It's silly little excuses that makes us feel ostracised from other athletes." And in 2019, Nick Miller, another British hammer thrower, said, "There is very little money for us. That is not why we are in the sport, but when you need to eat, it is essential. We wish we were in the Diamond League and the same as everybody else, but that has to come from the top. We have been screaming about it for years, but nothing has changed." So come on, World Athletics. Add the hammer to the Diamond League programme. This is one really practical solution that would make a lot of difference for both athletes and fans.